Oh, joy!
Oh, joy!
The Joyo wireless system has arrived. Let's plug it in, charge it up, and get to checking it out. All right, I am back. I had to do some running around today, but before I left, I opened up this package, which is the Joyo JW-06 5.8 gigahertz wireless guitar system. What we have in the package is the base unit, charging unit, transmitter, receiver, and it comes with a USB cable. No fuss, no muss. That's all there is to it. I plugged it in to charge before I left, and they say it takes between 3 to 5 hours to charge. I wasn't gone much more than 3, and it was charged by the time I got back. So you have this little button on front and the 4 lights, which allows you to see how much charge is in the unit. You can press the button and they will light up, and you can see what you got there. All right, let's pair these guys up. I seem to have found something. Now, in the little instruction booklet, it says to double tap these, starting with the receiver, but I found that you only have to press and hold once, and it will light up blue and start to blink. We take the receiver, do the same, hold it, and they go solid. They're paired. Okay, we're going to move into the real world use case scenario portion of the video. I'm still holding the receiver and the transmitter in my hands. I'm going to plug into my Fender Champ here, which is warmed up, and using the Fender Strat. So these are designed to fit almost all guitar inputs, including the sometimes finicky angled Stratocaster. So we're going to take the transmitter and plug it into the Strat. We're going to take the receiver, plug it into the Champ. There we go. And volume is down. Turn the volume up. Oh, we have sound. All right. Looks like that works. Let's see what kind of tests we can do with this thing. All right, I've got a cable ready. Ernie ball, gold connector. What is this, a 10-footer? Definitely a good cable. And we're going to see if we can tell any difference just on the GoPro microphone here. So I'm just going to hit an E chord. Let's see if we can switch this really quick. We're looking. Sync input. Is it a little brighter? Let's take it into the DAW. You know, I'm going into my DAW, but I got to think about this for a second. So while I do, I'm going to plug these back in so they're fully charged and we have an accurate test. And you can see what's happening with this charging dock here. So we plug in, and you can see they go to red. So that means they are charging. They were a little low because I've drained the battery just a little bit. Just in case you can't see it from there. See that? Those lights go red, and I think they will go out once they're fully charged. So a couple more things about this charging dock. We have a USB cable that plugs in the input, of course, to charge this device. When these are docked, you're charging the charging dock and the transmitter and the receiver. When you take these out, this still has a charge in it. So when these are worn down, you can put them back in the dock and they will recharge. Also, there's an output here, 5-volt, where you can charge your iPhone, tablet, or other such devices. So not just a wireless unit, but also a handy-dandy charging device as well. Okay, here's what's happening. I've got my DAW running. I've got a track armed. I've got the guitar plugged in through the guitar cable, and I'm going to play a few bars. Then I'm going to double it through the Joyo wireless system. After that, we'll analyze the frequency and the loudness. All right, now we're going to switch to the Joyo. Okay, I've got Neutron 4 open with the equalizer to look at the frequency spectrum of these two signals. Guitar with the guitar cable is on top. Guitar with the Joyo wireless system is on the bottom. I thought I might have heard a little difference in the high end when I was in the amp, and then I'm not so sure in the DAW. So, one way to find out is to hit play and take a look. Here we go. They look almost identical to me. Let's see what the loudness meter says. Here we have the Ulean loudness meter queued up. Once again, guitar cable on top, Joyo wireless guitar system on the bottom, queued up at the beginning of these few bars, and let's hit play and take a look. Interesting. I noticed that the short-term LUFs were almost identical all the way through there. There's a little difference where it laid out at the end there. The most important thing will be the integrated LUFs, and you'll see guitar cable minus 14.8, Joyo wireless system minus 14.6. Super close, considering those are 2 takes with me playing. I'm doubling, I'm trying to be the same, but again, that's super close. Loudness range 8.1, 10.7, dynamic range 5.9, 8.3, momentary max 9.6 on both, short-term max 11.8 guitar cable, 12.0 for the Joyo, and the peaks not so much as consequential because they're 2 different takes, but man, that is very close. So maybe I wasn't hearing a difference after all. Perhaps it was just something, although you can tell me in the comments if you did hear any difference when we were playing through that amp. There is one more test I want to do, but I'm going to have to wait because it's a distance test. And my idea was to be cranking my Marshall on one side of my property and playing the guitar on the other. It's about 90 feet. Side to side, and they say this has a 20-meter range, so we're gonna have to test that, but it's a little late right now. Although it'd make a great video to wake up the neighbors, wouldn't it? Maybe we could get the cops here. No, we better not do that. I'll wait. Patience. Patience, Stimpy. All right, here's how it's going down. I got a camera on a stand right here. I got my amp over here. I got the Strat, and I got this GoPro on the helmet, so that's going on right now. Just in case I fall down and get hurt. No, that ain't gonna happen. Anyhow, we'll power up this little crate 10-inch amp, take out Joyo wireless system. We got the receiver. Power that up. Transmitter. Power that up. Receiver goes in here. Into the guitar with the transmitter. Check the volume. And we are going to do the distance test. Let me get walking. This yard is about 100 feet long, a little more, so we got about almost 100 feet. Somewhere around the 50-foot mark. All right, we're out at 75. Line of sight, we're doing really well line of sight. We're about 100 feet right now. What if I turn around? Wow, that's really good. Inside it's different. Let's check that out. Well, here we are back inside. And that went better than I thought, and I'll tell you why. Because on the description, when you buy this thing, it says a range of 20 meters, which equals about 66 feet, somewhere in there. But on this box, it says range indoors of 100 feet. So that jives with what we just did outside, because that yard's around 100 feet long, just a little more. And it was great signal, line of sight all the way, even when I turned around. But when I tested it inside the other day, I got about 50 to 50 feet with walls between the rooms, and the signal did start to break up. So that's something to be conscious of. But again, very generous of them to say 20 meters, and you're actually getting 100 feet line of sight. So, if you're at a small gig, even on a reasonable sized stage, as long as you're not wandering out into the crowd and going too far, you're going to maintain your signal integrity. Now, let's run down some quick specs on this thing. One specification that people are really concerned about when using digital products and wireless units such as this is latency. Now, this unit claims less than 6 milliseconds of latency, and I believe it. I didn't notice any latency when I've been using this thing, whether plugged into my amp or into my interface. I did an experiment in my DAW where I changed the settings in Universal Audio's console, and it falls well within the range of my normal recording scenarios. It has a resolution of 48 kilohertz, 24-bit. It has a frequency range of 10 hertz to 22 kilohertz. Now, the range of human hearing is generally within 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, so you fall well outside of that, getting a full spectrum of sound. It has a runtime of somewhere between 5 to 6 hours. They say 6, somewhere in there, depending on how much it's being used, I guess. We'll vary that a little. The range is more than acceptable for my use, and who can complain about the price? I mean, this runs around $69. I got it on sale for $55. What do I like about the unit? Ease of use. It's super easy to use. It unclutters my space of a little bit of cabling. This charging dock is great because it holds the charge portably. You can carry it with you with a charge in it. When they run down, you pop it in and you can get a recharge off of that while even getting some charge for your phone. With that said, I can definitely recommend the Joyo Guitar Wireless System JW-06. As always, I'll leave a link to the product in the description below. Always appreciated clicking through there. So are the likes, the subscribes, clicking the bell if you like. I don't know. I haven't gotten the habit of clicking the bell for anybody yet. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe you'll try it. Maybe you'll try it. Maybe you'll try the Joyo wireless system. If you do, let me know how you like it in the comments. All right. We'll see you all soon. Be good out there. Peace.